maybe just a little bit frailer in her hoof construction, which is definitely very big in terms of breeding cattle. So, you know, I've got that in the back of my mind. And then we've got the big heifer rounding out, one that I think is just overwhelming in her shape and mass and dimension. Yet she still looks ladylike and can track well and move well on the move. You know, I'd like to set to her pasture. She comes maybe a little bit straighter than rigid, but for all the mass and power she's got up high, I think, you know, she still manages it well and utilizes it good enough. So there's definitely some give and take in this drive. I'm going to take one last look and show you the one I think best represents the breed.
Champion Key goes to Presley McQueen. Reserve Champion Key goes to Jared Rhodes. We will now start with our Herefords. We have 2 entries in the early junior heifer, born January 1 to February 28th, Ohio Valley Cattle and Ohio Valley Cattle.
Well, first class out here in the Hereford breed, and You know, the young man's female that he used to lead off, I think it's refreshing to find her to lead off because not only is she more correct in her eye pigmentation, but I'll just stay true to cowboy logic and use the feminine, freer moving female to go ahead and win the class. I think she is by far the most flexible in the utilization of her hind leg in this drive. And then study her skull shape, the top side of her neck, and her throat latch. And I think she just reads to be more feminine in her kind. Young ladies have her coming in second. One that I appreciate, just from a functionality standpoint, she reads right in her angles and offers the right kind of body, but at the same breath, she kind of gets outclassed by the more attractive, more flexible female.
Tadlock Trailer Sales has been selling and servicing trailers for over 35 years. They offer a variety of new and used trailers, plus Dixie Chopper, Simplicity, and Bad Boy lawnmowers. They also sell trailer and mower parts and accessories. Check out their large selection of trailers and mowers on display at 5645 Sterile 125 in West Union. They'll gladly answer all your questions. Looking to rent a trailer? Call and see what's available at 937-544-2851. Tadlock Trailer Sales, family owned and operated.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Just a single entry, but young lady brings us a heifer that I think goes above and beyond the expectations of a Hereford breed. Just from a fundamental standpoint, study her lower running gear. She's rocked back in the angulation of her knee. She's so flexible and loose from hock to pastern. But then step in behind her, and she's just so square. She's got the right kind of stoutness and skeletal width. And then look at the top side of her neck, and that long feather only amplifies the fact that she's just so extended and ladylike. One that really gets me fired up. Congratulations. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Okay, that was our late junior yearling. We are now going to show our late summer yearling by Connor Hardy.
Stay together, okay?
Young man brings us a single entry and a heifer that I think comes at you square and leaves you with the same advantage. Kind of just a moderate, easy doing one. You know, if I could change her, I'd make her a little tighter about her chest floor. Study that one's brisket. It's kind of the deepest part on her, and consequently kind of forfeits the balance from the profile. But still a female that does some really good things coming at you for sure.
First place late summer yearling goes to Connor Hardiman. I need our first place Herefords back in the ring. Early junior heifer. Early junior late junior yearling from Presley McQueen.
Let's give these Hereford exhibitors a big round of applause. You know, I think there's two very, very nice Hereford females out here that bring different strengths and advantages to the table for the breed. I think there's one that's maybe just a little bit more genuine and right behind her shoulder, and just she's so bulletproof in her design and her build, and one that I think you know, could make someone a lot of money when she hits production. So without further ado, I'm going to choose the long feathered female to go ahead and lead off. And then young man's cap out of that first class will be reserved.
Champion Hereford goes to Presley McQueen. Reserve champion Hereford goes to Ohio Valley Cattle. We will now move on to limousines. Our first class of limousines will be late junior heifer, born March 1st through April 30th, Ash Grove Farm. Young man brings
us a single entry, which is actually a purebred limousine, which we don't really get to see very often in this part of the country, but one that I think definitely brings some good to the table for being a purebred. One that I think is flexible enough at the ground. Definitely is starting to come in with some body, but still pretty green in her condition. I'd like to make her just a little softer about her center body and rear flank, but one that I think you just take home and give her some feed and let her do her thing. So really nice project. Let's give this young man a round of applause.
First place late junior heifer goes to Ash Grove Farms. Our next class will be late junior yearling. Born March 1st to April 30th, Ash Grove Farms.
Another purebred limousine coming through, and one that I think offers maybe a little extra foot size and density on the surface. This is a female that I think is really practical and easy doing. Maybe not just the most refined and extended ahead of her shoulder blade, but a female that definitely brings a lot of good to the table. Let's give a move around the applause.
First place late junior yearling goes to Ash Grove Farm. I need the early junior yearling, birth date January 1 to February 28th from Ash Grove Farms.
At Security Bank and Trust, we bring you the best of both worlds. Personalized service with reliability that you can trust. Since 1928, we've been helping our community thrive by offering exceptional financial solutions tailored just for you. Whether you're saving for the future or need a loan to grow your business, our friendly team is here to guide you through every step of the way. Visit us today at our Maysville branch located at 1426 US 68 or give us a call at 606-564-3304.
Another third single entry, a purebred limousine, and one that I certainly appreciate at the ground. She's just so square and comfortable at the surface. One that's just softer in her center body, and she's really softer everywhere. You see she gets a little wastier about her chest and her throat latch, but honestly, I'm okay with it because she comes with added body, shoulders back, and I think in the show ring we can get a little hypercritical about maybe front ends and how chiseled out they need to be. But I think in terms of being a brood cow prospect, it's not going to hurt her any. So let's give this young man another big round of applause.
First place early junior yearling goes to Ash Grove Farms. Our next class is senior yearling heifer, September 1 to December 31st, Ash Grove Farms.
another single entry rolling through, and one that I think, you know, for this particular division has probably been the stoutest one we've seen, just in terms of genuine muscle shape and hip design. But with that, I think she comes a little fatter. Study her pony fat. She's starting to fill up a little bit there through her mammary, which is a little concerning for me because as these females start to develop, that added fat that fills up in their udder takes away from the amount of milk that they can nurse further on down the line. So one that maybe we'd like to peel back in her condition, but one that's really stout and burly and rugged. Let's give them a big round of applause.
First place senior yearling goes to Ash Grove Farms. We will now have our champion limousines. I need you. The late junior heifer from Ash Grove Farms. Late junior yearling, Ash Grove Farms. Early junior yearling, Ash Grove Farms. Senior yearling, Ash Grove Farms. Champion limousine goes to Ash Grove Farms. Reserve champion goes to Ash Grove Farms. We will be entering the ring with our limousine cow and calf.
Disaster can strike without warning, and when it does, your choice of an insurance agent really matters. At Paul Hall & Associates, we understand the importance of being there when it counts, and our dedicated team will be by your side. You can rest easy knowing that we are your trusted insurance partner for when the unpredictable happens. Learn more about how we can protect you and your family at paulhallinsurance.com. We are Paul Hall & Associates, our family insuring yours.
Just a single entry, but a really nice cow-calf pair coming next. A cow that I think is really flexible about her feet and legs, really good in her structure and athletic on the move, study her udder development, and I really like it. She's obviously doing a good job raising this calf here. I'd be really intrigued to see the bull that this calf is out of, because I'm studying differences between her and mom, and it's, you know, as a breeder, it's always fun to play with breeding and genetics and stuff like that. But two very nice animals. I'll be excited to get them back out here. Congrats.
Champion Limousine Cow and Calf goes to Ash Grove Farms. We are now going to show Limousine Bulls. The first class is late junior bull calf, born March 1st to April 30th, Ash Grove Farms.
Just a single entry bull prospect, but one that I think is loaded with quality. Stand from the side, that's a deep bodied one that's ties high on the top side of his shoulder. You get in behind him, and I think he's deep twisted, and he's got enough in the seat of his pants, and I'm really liking where this testicular development is at this stage. You know, if I could modify him, study him when you get behind him, and he wants to pull his hocks in ever so slightly, wants to maybe push a little bit frailer foot, east and west, but you know, a bull that I think definitely brings a lot of good to the table for the breed. Let's give him a round of applause.
First place late junior bull calf, Ash Grove Farms. Entering the ring is our early junior bull calf, born January 1, February 28 from Ash Grove Farms.
another single entry coming in next, and one that I think actually hits the ground with a little bit of added surface area and circumference of bone compared to the bull that preceded it in that first class. One that we want to talk about is level in his design from the side. You know, if I could modify him, I try to make it a little bit more masculine about the shape of his skull and out through his chest floor and forearm. I think he just gets a little flatter, a little narrower there, but a good bull nonetheless. Let's give this pair a big round of applause.
Early junior bull calf, first place goes to Ash Grove Farms. We are now going to show for champion limousine bull. Late junior bull calf, Ash Grove Farms. Early junior bull calf, Ash Grove Farms. Conclusion of the limousine show, we will start with mains. We will start with our late junior heifers. I'll need an entry from Jared Rhodes, an entry from Zoe Sawyers, and an entry from Leah Patchell.
There's a pair of big top, thick-ended Limmy bulls in here, and you know, honestly, I think they're more alike than they are different. But of the two, I'm going to prefer the young man in the back in the blue shirt. I think that one's cleaner about his lower joint work and just more masculine in his kind. Young man I'm going to use for reserve. I think he's a little bit longer spine, a little bit framier in his kind, but just maybe not as stout and rugged as the bull that precedes him. Two very nice limousine bulls.
We are now ready to start the main show. First class of mains is late junior heifer. Birthday March 1st through April the 30th. I need an entry from Jared Rhodes, an entry from Zoe Sawyers, and an entry from Leah Patchell.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today we were lucky enough to have two customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
class of heifers coming in next, and ultimately I landed on the young lady's solid black heifer to go ahead and lead off. This is one that's just really my speed in terms of composition. She ties so high on the top side of her shoulder, and she's so feminine about her front end. Yet from there back opens up to an expansive rib cage and has the right kind of pin width when you set in behind her. You know, I would like to see her maybe move with a little bit more depth of heel, maybe have just a little bit more set and flexibility to a rear pastern, but a female I think is really complete and really, really high quality. The young lady's red heifer coming in next, I think is the second best structured heifer in this class. One that is definitely stouter and bigger footed than the female that precedes her. She definitely offers more circumference of bone and just genuine power and upper hip shape. For me, she doesn't come just as feminine in her type and kind. She gets a little crestier about the top side of her neck, maybe just a little bit bigger about the point of her shoulder, and then just not as flexible in the utilization of her hock. Young lady's black heifer coming in third, one that I really appreciate. I think she's actually more ladylike in her appeal than the red heifer. One that I would just like to modify skeletally. Studier coming at you, she wants to pigeon toe and then step in behind her. She wants to push her hocks out ever so slightly. Additionally, I'd like to set her down in her tail head, but still, that's a female that offers some depth of body and some spring of rib while still coming ladylike in her package. But three really nice females. Give these kids a big round of applause.
First place late junior heifer goes to Zoe Sawyers. Second place goes to Leah Patchell. Third place goes to Jared Rhodes. Now entering the ring will be early junior heifer. Birthday January 1 to February 28th, Ashley Rhodes. Roger.
Winter's here and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those chilly days ahead. Bowling Auto Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service has batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tire diagnostics, and more. Call or stop by today for specials. 12702 Fight Hawk Road in Sardinia or 937-213-2046. Visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
Just a single entry, but when this young lady comes in and gets her parked on the profile, all I can say is wow. I mean, this female comes extended, feminine in her kind, yet flexible about her feet and legs. I really like how much set to her knee she offers. If I could change her, she comes maybe a little bit rounder about her shoulder. I'd like to maybe modify her about her front end assembly, but one that I think is still flexible yet athletic and attractive. Give this young lady a big round of applause.
First place early junior heifer, Ashley Rogers. Entering the ring will be early senior heifer. Birthday September 1st, October 31st, Lainey Spiller.
another single entry coming through, and one that I think has extreme quality. You know, step in behind her, and that female's got some skeletal width to her. You know, study her stifle, and she's got plenty outward turn and volume there. Stand ringside, and I think she balances up right. Getting critical on a good one. I'd like to give her a little bit more set and flexibility to her pastern. Maybe rock her back in the angulation of her knee ever so slightly. But a female that still represents quality. So let's give her a big round of applause.
First place early senior heifer goes to Lainey Spiller. Entering the ring will be late junior yearlings. Birthday March 1st to April 30th of 2023. I have an entry for Presley McQueen and Zoe Sawyers.
Yeah, I mean, on my side it looks like it's working, so on the good guys, go to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, have her go to goodguysracetv.com YouTube channel, and it should be working.
Okay, thank you.
Really, really exceptional class coming in next, and two females that I think honestly have them more alike than they do different. For me, I like the Baldy a little bit better. I prefer her height to length ratio from the side. I think this is a female that's incredibly feminine about her type and kind and the texture of her muscle, yet step in behind her, and she's flexible. She's got the right kind of pride to the upper portion of her rib cage. If I could modify her, I'd like to make her a little bit longer and leveler from hooks to pins. That female that was coming in second, kind of same story on her. That's another stout, rugged kind of a female that offers some look. She just wanted to round out from hooks to pins and kind of forfeited the turn to her upper rib cage that our last winner had. But two phenomenal females. Let's give them a big round of applause.
First place in the late junior yearling goes to Presley McQueen. Second place goes to Zoe Sawyers. Entering the ring now will be our early junior yearling, birth date January 1, February 28, 2023, Maya Daniels. We will
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Another single entry here in the main ring, and this brown tinged heifer actually brings a lot to the table that I can certainly appreciate. You know, that's a big-footed, dense bone kind of a female. That's so long spined and leveler in her design. One that, you know, when you get her head propped up, she gives you a look of balance. You know, where I would modify her, I'd like to set her down on her tail head. She wants to wash out the loin ever so slightly, so I'd like to make her a little bit leveler and more flexible about her rear skeleton. But a female that definitely has some things you really appreciate about her.
First place, early junior yearling, goes to Maya Daniels. Now entering the ring will be our first for our champion mane. From our late junior heifer, Zoe Sawyers. Early junior heifer, Ashley Rogers. Early senior heifer, Lainey Spiller. Late junior yearling, Presley McQueen. Early junior yearling, Maya Daniels.
Let's give these main breeders a big round of applause. You know, I talked them all in class, and I won't go back and dive into them again because I think they're all really, really good for different reasons. I'm just going to take one final look and show you guys which one I like the best.
Can we have Zoe Sawyer's second place late junior yearling calf? Okay, if he just went. Judge, they're not going to bring her. Champion P goes to Presley McQueen. Reserve champion Champion Maine goes to Presley McQueen. Reserve champion Maine goes to Zoe Sawyers. Thank you. We're now going to start with Shorthorns. I need late junior heifers, birthday March 1st, April 30th. I have one entry from B. Huber and an entry from Addison Moran.
class of 2 coming in next, and 2 heifers that really couldn't be any more different. I mean, they are polar opposites on really any end of the spectrum you want to measure. For me, I guess I like this black and white heifer. She's a little bit more my speed in terms of femininity and structure. This is a cow that really, keeps the lights on in my place. Just flexible, feminine type and kind. They've been consistent in the industry over the years. Young man's got the red and white kind of fur ball coming in next, and I'm sure there's a lot of people standing ringside kind of upset at me for beating this one because, she brings a lot of good to the table. Get on top of that one, she's so shapely and dimensional about her back. Step in behind her, and that's a big-hipped, monstrous-legged one. For me, it's just from a structural perspective. I'd like to change the shape of her feet. She's a little tighter in her hoof construction, and then she comes straighter from hock to ground, becomes a little bit more rigid about her pastern, and consequently takes a shorter step to compensate. But very, very nice female that can certainly raise some show steers.
First place late junior heifer goes to Addison Moran. Second place goes to Bradley Huber. Entering the ring will be our early junior heifer. Birth date January 1 to February 28, 2024. We have one entry from Jared Rhodes.
We all have individual needs when it comes to our prescriptions. Why not choose a pharmacy that offers personalized, friendly service that's also convenient? Health Source of Ohio pharmacies offer free prescription delivery within their service area, free shipping on your mail order prescriptions, auto refill, and more. Call 513-707-9900 or visit healthsourceofohio.org for more information. Stop by any of the pharmacy locations in Seaman, Mount Orb, or Batavia to meet the staff. Health Source of Ohio is proud to be the source for pharmacy in your community.
Young man brings us a single entry next, and one that I think is burly through the center portion of her body, one that just screams brood cow. That one, she's got the right kind of dimension and shape and brood cow utility. She stays level about her spine on the move. If I could modify her, I'd like to change the shape of her hoof. She comes a little bit longer toed, maybe a little bit shallower pastern. I'd like to give her a little added depth of heel and just make her a little square and more comfortable at the surface. But very nice female to go ahead and lead off this class.
First place early junior heifer goes to Jared Rhodes. Entering the ring will be early senior heifer. Birth date September 1 to October 31. We have Etta Moore, Maddie Jodry, and Maddie Jodry.
Well, we've got 3 over here in the Shorthorn ring, and I guess ultimately I feel the most comfortable landing on the solid black heifer to lead off. You know, she's pretty different compared to the other 2, and she either goes first or third, but I really tie into rapid growth and frame size and performance in this particular class. I think she's just so much more extended and attractive, and her biggest advantage is just at the ground. I think she's the best in the utilization of her lower running gear. I think she's the soundest in this particular class. And although they're still young, I think she is bar none the most appealing in her teat size and symmetry at this stage of their life. The mostly red heifer is going to land second, and one I think does just from a cow doability standpoint. I think that that's just kind of a moderate, mellow kind of a female that has the right kind of turn to her center body. I think she's flexible enough on the go, and I think she maintains to be extremely level about her top line. Red and white heifer coming in third, I think is actually probably prettier from the side than the female that precedes her. Offers a little added extension out of the top side of her shoulder, certainly smoother about her underline. That's one I think just comes a little bit flatter and frailer for me today, and I definitely prioritize doability and stoutness. So, but then again, let's give these kids a big round of applause.
First place, early senior heifer, Etta Moore. Second place, Maddie Jodery. Third place, Maddie Jodery. Now entering the ring is our early junior yearling. Birth date January 1, February 28, 2023, Etta Moore.
Just a single entry, and we've got a big red roan heifer in here, and one I'm going to compliment this young lady on in terms of management. You know, as someone who's bred and shown cattle myself, I understand how hard it is to keep a female at this stage of her life fresh and attractive, and they've done that. She's still tucked up and tidy about her chest floor. She's thin and skinny about the top side of her neck. She's not really piling on fat anywhere, yet she still reads fresh and right in terms of her body condition. So I think that's a heifer that brings a lot of give to the table and the right kind of honest package. So let's give this girl a big round of applause.
First place early junior yearling goes to Etta Moore. For champion Shorthorn, I need the late junior heifer, Addison Moran. Early junior heifer, Jared Rhodes. Early senior heifer, Etta Moore. Early junior yearling, Etta Moore.
Let's give these Shorthorn exhibitors a big round of applause. As I bring back my class winners, I guess for me, it's between the winners out of your first and your last class for champion and reserve. You know, I think the young calf definitely has some far-reaching pieces and some things you can really tie into in the show ring and then take home and breed on and have some pretty unique progeny. But at the same time, it's a cow show and you got to put the cow first, and I really appreciate just the time and effort that goes into hauling one of these big heavy breds. I think at this stage of her life, as fresh as she has remained, with the right kind of dimension and shape, I just think that's the most logical place to start this particular breed. And taking nothing away from the young calf, I think she'll still have her day in the sun and she's got a bright future ahead of her, and I'm more than happy to use her for reserve.
Champion Shorthorn goes to Etta Moore. Reserve Champion Shorthorn goes to Addison Moran. We are now ready for our Shorthorn cow and calf, exhibited by Ash Grove Farms.
More than a century of service. Let that sink in for a moment. For more than 100 years, since 1908 and through 4 generations of family-owned business, Georgetown Marble and Granite has stood firm in our community. They've helped thousands of families pay their respects and have memorialized so many lives gone, but not forgotten. When that difficult time comes, Georgetown Marble and Granite will be there to assist you too. Visit their location on East North Street in Georgetown or call 937-378-6314.
What does the Brown County OSU Extension Office do? They help develop our youth, protect our water, promote our farms, and build our communities. What can you do to help them accomplish this mission? Vote yes for the Brown County OSU Extension Tax Levy Renewal. Because this levy is a renewal, it will not result in any new taxes and is less than 1% of your property tax. Let's grow the future of Brown County agriculture together. Please vote yes on November 5th to renew the Brown County OSU Extension Tax Levy, paid for by Brown County Extension Support Group.
When you're trying to find the best deal on a home or car, you shop around. When it comes to finding the best deal for insuring those things, it just makes sense to shop around too. That's why Column Insurance works as an independent agency. One agency, multiple carriers, allowing your agent to shop for the company that best fits your needs and budget. Column Insurance works with Nationwide and Nationwide Agribusiness, Travelers, Progressive, and more. Stop by Column Insurance in Georgetown to speak to their friendly agents, Jay, Carolyn, or Stacy, or call 378-6947 for a free quote today.
And if she was a show heifer, I'd say she's a little thin, but the fact that she's raising a calf, I think she's plenty honest and plenty lean in her condition. She's got a young calf on her side that looks like it's got a little bit of hair and a nice long neck and flexible feet and legs, so definitely a bright future ahead. Let's give these kids a big round of applause.
First place Shorthorn cow and calf goes to Ash Grove Farms. We are now ready to start with our Simmental's. We will begin with our late junior heifers, birthday March 1 to April 30th. I have 3 entries: Emery Simpson, Eli B.
sort, and three that definitely cater to different aspects of the industry. But for me, I like the young man solid black heifer here in the back, because I think that's just the stoutest, cowiest one of the three. Studied her on the go. She's plenty flexible about her spine. I think she uses her lower joint work the way she needs to. And I'm certainly the most impressed in terms of her pin width and her center body. And then there's two heifers that honestly have a lot in common, coming in second and third. The young man I'm going to use in second, I think, is just a little bit more genuine. I think she's a little bit more genuine at the ground in terms of foot and bone. I think she's a little bit more genuine about her rib cage and her forearm and her heart especially. A female that I think is complete and attractive and certainly has a bright future ahead of her. Young lady coming in third is kind of the problem heifer of this class, because staying from the side, that is bar none the most intriguing, most attractive, most extended female in the class, and it's not close. And center in motion, and I really don't have a problem with the way she utilizes her skeleton. For me, this female is too narrow. I think it's very important in terms of brood cows. We need to have the right kind of pin width, the right kind of doability in terms of the rib cage, and that's where she gets a little bit more concerning for me. She wants to pinch in her heart, come a little flatter about her forearm, and although she's not big shouldered, with how concave she is right there behind her shoulder blade, it almost makes her appear like she's a little bit bolder about the point of her shoulder. But three very nice females that bring very intriguing traits to the table. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Late junior heifer, first place, Eli B. Second place, Emery Simpson. Third place, Emery Simpson. We're now ready for our early junior heifers, birth date January 1 to February 28, 2024. 2 entries, 1, Laney Spiller and Taylor Neal.
A fun top pair to sort. I ultimately land on the red heifer to go ahead and lead off. If you should know anything about me is, in terms of my evaluation, I'm kind of old school. And if you've been listening to me on the mic today, I've been prioritizing feet, rib cage, and stoutness pretty heavily. And I think if you stay true to those basics, the red heifer wins pretty substantially. You know, she does click her pasture every once in a while on the go, but I think she still utilizes her hind leg right. I don't think soundness is necessarily dictated by, you know, where they pick it up and put it down, but the way they utilize their joints and their skeleton. And with this one's added body, I'd certainly expect her to require fewer inputs after calving. Young lady coming in second, you know, if you get comparatively judging, I think this black heifer, you can make a case for her to win. She's longer necked, she's probably more intriguing from the profile, she has maybe more unique, hard to replicate proportions, but at the same time, study her rear leg, I think she's a little bit tighter for hock to pasture. Maybe doesn't just flex and utilize her rear leg as good as our class winner, and then maybe just a little flatter in terms of her rib cage, which, you know, when we send them out to, you know, 100-acre pastures, those flatter rib ones generally have a little bit harder time. But two very nice females, let's give them a big round of applause.
Early junior heifer, first place goes to Laney Spiller, second place to Taylor Neal. We are now ready for our late senior heifer, birthday November 1 to December 31, Ross Dalton.
Just a single entry with this white sock baldy coming through next, and one that I think is just extremely fundamental. There are pastures full of females like this out west that continue to pay dividends year after year just for being flexible, easy doing, easy feeding cattle. So let's give this young man a big round of applause.
First place late senior heifer, Ross Dalton. We're now ready for early senior heifers, birth date September 1 to October 31. Laney Spiller and Laney Spiller.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
really contrasting pair in this class. And, you know, I landed on the red rocket to lead off rather quickly. This one is just kind of my speed. When I'm judging cattle, I really don't care how much hair you've got, how long your neck is, how deep your belly is, if you're forfeiting the outward turn to the upper portion of your rib cage. And this one, you know, not a lot of hair, not a lot of fluff, not a lot of puff, but one that I think is just so good in terms of her body, how genuine she is, yet she still comes flexible and attractive and ladylike. Very nice female to go ahead and lead off. Young lady's white belly heifer coming in second, shorter switched female, just maybe a little bit more condensed in her body type. I think she probably weighs pretty comparable to the class winner, but she's a lot more compact in the way she lays that weight in. For me, she comes a little crestier about her neck. I'd like to make her maybe a little bit more feminine. I don't know if she got injured coming in here or not, but her back shows side pasture, and she just doesn't truly want to flex and put weight on it. But still two very nice females. Give these kids a big round of applause.
First place early senior heifer, Laney Spiller. Second place, Laney Spiller. We now need late summer yearling, birthday July 1, August 31st, from Laney Spiller.
Just a single entry, but one that I really, really like. This is a long-sided, really flexible kind of a female that offers a world of look. You know, if I could change her, she wants to round out from hooks to pins ever so slightly, but at the same time, I've never called a cow for being a little round hip, so let's give this young lady a big round of applause.
First place late summer yearling, Laney Spiller. We now want late junior yearling, birthday March 1 to April 30th, 2023, Maya Daniels.
Another single entry and a blaze face that has a lot to appreciate. One that I think is opened up about the center portion of her body and step in behind her, and she still comes square about the design of her hip. She comes square from hock to ground. You know, if I'm getting critical on a good one, I'd maybe like to modify the way her foot meets the surface. She's just maybe not as comfortable and athletic and authoritative. She's maybe a little bit stiffer and more preset in the angulation of rear joints, but a very, very nice female that brings a world of quality to the table.
First place late junior yearling, Maya Daniels. We are now ready for champion Simmental. I need late junior heifer, Eli Beef. Early junior heifer, Laney Spiller. Late senior heifer, Ross Dalton. Early senior heifer, Laney Spiller. Late summer yearling, Laney Spiller. Late junior yearling, Maya Daniels.
Let's give our Simmental exhibitors a big round of applause. I think this is a fantastic drive with really nice cattle, and it really exemplifies the fact that good cattle can come in different shapes, sizes, and colors. For me, you know, I'm trying to find the most complete, most durable, most flexible brood cow prospect every time I'm asked to evaluate a breeding heifer show. So that means, you know, I will sacrifice a little bit of extension about their front 1/3. I'll sacrifice a little bit of cleanliness through their throat latch. You know, I don't need them to be just the freakiest in their proportions or come with the most hair, the most bone. I just want a piece of livestock that combines the most good traits as I can with limiting the amount of faults that they come with. And I think there's a female out here that does that to a T and really exemplifies my kind of cattle. So I'm going to go show you which one that is.
Hey there, Gene. Well, if you hear me, it's probably because something went wrong, right?
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Before the overtime thrillers.
Dribbling ahead off the right side, goes the length of the floor for a layup, upward tide. We're going to overtime.
Before the timely trifectas.
Step back three at the buzzer, it's good!
Before basketball comes to the shack, join C103 and Good Guys Radio TV for Basketball 30. Coming soon. Stay tuned. Tadlock Trailer Sales has been selling and servicing trailers for over 35 years. They offer a variety of new and used trailers, plus Dixie chopper, Simplicity, and Bad Boy lawnmowers. They also sell trailer and mower parts and accessories. Check out their large selection of trailers and mowers on display at 5645 Sterile 125 in West Union. They'll gladly answer all your questions. Looking to rent a trailer? Call and see what's available at 937-544-2851. Tadlock Trailer Sales, family owned and operated.
Some point in time today, just to go over there and take a look at it, you know, just to see if maybe a breaker is tripped or whatever. Yeah.
As we circling back for reserve, I think there's 3 females in contention for me. It'd be the female out of that first class, I think, is extremely attractive from the profile. One that gives you a look of balance. She's feminine in her kind, offers so much extension and look. For me, you know, I start to question, is she big enough footed? And she's fighting the young man on the halter today. And I'm trying to get a read about how she kind of composes her spine and how she composes her front skeleton. Because the heifer directly behind her, I think, although she does want to click her pasture ever so slightly, I think she offers a little bit more set to her knee and to her shoulder assembly. I think she offers more reach out of her front skeleton, while being, bar none, bolder and more expansive about the center portion of her rib cage and coming back to a wider and bolder pin set. And then the third heifer I think is in contention is the young man in the second to last class. I think that's a female that really doesn't do much wrong. She's really sleek and attractive about her front 1/3, really flexible on the move, stays composed about her spine. For me, I think she just rounds out of her hip ever so slightly, maybe just a little bit plainer and flatter about the center portion of her rib cage. But 3 females that bring different strengths to the table. I'm going to take one last look and show you which one I like the best.
birthday March 1 to April 30. I need an entry from Zach Taylor, 2600 The Farm, Avery Hamilton, Presley McQueen, Henson Family Livestock, Colt Gaskins, Waylon Cotty, and Jackson Moeller. Yes. And Maya Daniels.
They got the Melvin Boy and Eubanks track in.
Zach Taylor, 2600 The Farm, Avery Hamilton, Presley McQueen, Henson Family Livestock, Colt Gaskins, Waylon Cotty, Jackson Moeller, Maya Daniels. And Margot Cotty.
Big class to sort and a fun class to sort. It didn't take long. This young man hit the ring with a black heifer, and I can't keep my poker face. She's just here to win. You know, that female kind of combines all the things we've been talking about today. Good feet, enough stoutness, right type of rib cage, yet feminine and attractive in her look. Gray heifer coming in second. One that we really like. You know, she's tall-bladed, extended, got the right kind of reach out of her rear skeleton. For me, I just wish there was more heifer there. She kind of sacrifices rib cage and depth of body to the female that precedes her. A young man coming in third with a red heifer. One that I really like in terms of density and stoutness. You know, she definitely is one of the more rugged, robust females of the drive. For me, I just like to make her smoother and more attractive. I'd like to make her more feminine about the shape of her head and neck, maybe clean up her underline. Young lady coming in fourth with a solid black heifer. One that I really like when I see, there's just not very much calf there. If anything, she's just a little bit too cute, petite. One that's, you know, extended and attractive and functional and feminine. I just wish there was more calf there. Young man's got a gold heifer coming in fifth here. One that's kind of the problem heifer of the class because she's bar none the stoutest and most open up, most rugged female in the class. It's just from a structural perspective. I'd like to modify her, step in behind her, she wants to bow out, and just doesn't offer the same kind of reach and flexibility as the females that precede her. Young lady's got a gold heifer coming in next. One that's honestly more extended and more feminine than the female that precedes her. She just wants to round out of her hip and gets a little bit shallower, flatter, and harder about her center body. And then two females rounding up we really like in terms of their flexibility and their functionality. Look like easy-feeding cattle that are just a little greener in their condition, a little younger, but give them some time, and I think they can work their way up in this class. Give them a big round of applause.
I believe I've got this right, and if not, somebody please correct me. In the crossbreds, first place goes to Zach Taylor. Second place goes to Colt Gaskins. Third place goes to Waylon Cotty. We're now going to have our next crossbred class that is going to be early junior heifers. Jace McKenzie, Ava Miranda, Trevor Kiskaden, Avery South, Maya Daniels.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
At Security Bank and Trust, we bring you the best of both worlds. Personalized service with reliability that you can trust. Since 1928, we've been helping our community thrive by offering exceptional financial solutions tailored just for you. Whether you're saving for the future or need a loan to grow your business, our friendly team is here to guide you through every step of the way. Visit us today at our Maysville branch located at 1426 US 68 or give us a call at 606-564-3304.
fun class to sort here, and ultimately I landed on kind of this mousy gray heifer to go ahead and lead off. I think she's the best combination of stoutness, structure, and show ring appeal in this particular class. I'm excited to get her back out here. Young lady's got a solid black heifer coming in next that offers some more extension and look and maybe femininity than the female that precedes her. I asked the girl how old the heifer was, and she said she's a January. And you know, for being a January, I think this one's plenty big, plenty mature. I maybe like to tone her back in her growth pattern, but still a female that brings some quality and look and flexibility to the table. Young lady coming in third has a gold heifer that is really the problem heifer this class for me, because she offers so many class-leading traits in terms of stoutness and density. I just like to modify her skeleton. I think she ties a little lower out of the top side of her neck, comes a little coarser about her shoulder, and stubbier on the movement. She wants to drive up in her spine ever so slightly behind her shoulder blade, but a female that definitely is intriguing in her pieces and proportions. Young lady coming in next, honestly has a lot of similar features of the gold heifer, maybe just in a little bit greener and leaner package. But keep that one on feed, keep cranking on her, and I'd be excited to see her in some of these later shows. Young man's got a heifer rounding out a baldy that I certainly appreciate in terms of feedability and practicality. One that I just like to stouten up, give more genuine muscle and bone density to place him higher today.
First place early junior heifer goes to Jace McKenzie. Second place goes to Avery South. Third place goes to Ava Miranda. We're now ready for champion crossbreds. I need the late junior heifer of Zach Taylor and the early junior heifer of Jace McKenzie.
As we dive back into this division, I think it does come down to the two class winners, and they are a little different, but I'll stay true to my gut, and this black heifer hit me hard the second she came into the ring. I think she's more feminine and longer in her muscle pattern in comparison to the gray heifer behind her, and I think she's maybe just a little bit more genuine in her type and kind, maybe a little bit more honest in her condition. Furthermore, I like to study udder development at this stage because it's only amplified as they get older. And I think her teeth size and symmetry is very, very good. I think that's just the most logical place to start this particular division.
Again, we'd like to thank our judge, Ray Benniker, for coming today. We have one class left. It is our Red Angus. Presley McQueen.
Just one Red Angus coming out here, but you know, as someone who spent some time living out in Kansas and seeing a lot of Red Angus cattle, I can tell you this is a pretty dang good one. She should be competitive at about any level you take her, just in terms of her power and her density and her shape, yet she's still flexible. You know, if I could modify her, she does want to click her pasterns every few steps, which you know, I definitely like to change about her. But just in terms of her angles and her lines, I think this is a very, very nice Red Angus female. Let's give her a big round of applause.
First place and champion, Red Angus, goes to Presley McQueen. That will conclude our open beef breeding show for this year. Everybody come back.